Creativity is an addiction. We live with it, we fight with it, we struggle with it, it beats us, we beat it, and we still create. We keep going back. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity, totally uncut because we all make mistakes, so turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. I write in a forest. I go into that forest to listen. It all started at the Billy Graham Library right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's evolved into a lifelong journey. Something has always been moving through me. I call it a calling. These aren't my words. These are the lyrics from Billy's Forest. Chapter number 288, November 13th, 2021. I'm not sure it's supposed to be this way. Jazzy and I stood 2 to 3 feet away from the deer this morning in the forest. They truly didn't seem to be bothered by our presence. Since day one, I have worked side by side with Jazzy, a pointer, to make sure that she does not get excited when we are near deer. She has been trained to stop and sit down. Let the deer pass. It's their forest. In reality, she probably thinks, those are some pretty strange looking dogs, dude, and they've got trees growing inside their head. Maybe one day we'll locate a fallen antler and she'll truly see for herself why the trees on the deer's heads don't grow leaves. I'll never forget the morning when a mother deer protecting her fawn charged Jazzy. Jazzy looked up at me that day. Daddy, what did I do? I'm a good girl. What did I do wrong? My sweet little angel. This is their forest. We are just visitors. The lesson taken is based on our personal walks through each unwritten day. We can waste a lot of energy trying to shape what's already been laid out, or we can see the atmosphere without leaving the altitude. If you begin to grow trees on the top of your head, always remember, you're just part of nature. First of all, I love the way that the universe and or God is using me as a tool to step inside this forest in South Charlotte, North Carolina every single day. My studio overlooks this forest. I'm 23 feet above the forest floor, and I'm fascinated by all of nature that is around me. And what's really strange about all of this is that I don't remember writing this story. And in the process of sharing this story today, the child, the writer inside of me, is going, thank you for picking up a writing instrument and sitting in a forest. Now, what does this have to do with you, right? I have to ask you, what are you doing to preserve your stories, your journey? It was Dolly Parton that said that country music came into being because that's how they got the news from city to city, or basically in the world of Tennessee, it was from small village to small village. And it was through music that they were able to talk about what was going on inside homes as well as inside businesses. Storytelling is human nature. Being part of nature is what really ignites the possibilities that you want in your life. Instead of grumbling around and saying, it's not fair, or why is this war going on? Why can't we break free of the pandemic? What about the kids? Grumbling. Ooh, you just grumble all the time. Take the time to go be with nature. And what's going to happen is that you're going to serve as a magnet to everything that is in nature, and they will start moving through you. Listening to the birds sing. Watching the pesky little squirrels just scamper around. They always feel like they're playing a game of tag. But allowing the universe, nature, to move into your moment. And then turn it into a practice. Don't practice bad, practice great in the way of showing up as often as you can, so that you can take what you're experiencing and maybe through invitation from my heart to yours, you start writing the stories. So that one day you can look back on it, or your child can look back on it. Someone can say, wow, can you believe that? Those ugly, strange dogs have trees growing from their head, and there are no leaves. I'm Arroe. These aren't my words. These are the lyrics from Billy's Forest.